Good morning everyone, welcome to my garage. Today I'm going to do another series on my Ducati 1200R, and today we're going to be putting bar end mirrors on it. We're going to be getting rid of these and putting some bar end mirrors on it. I will show you in the description where I got them. I saw a lot of videos where people were installing them, but nobody really did any real after shots. So today I'm gonna quickly kind of go over installing them because I don't want to bore YouTube with another Rizoma bar end mirror installation video. I'd rather spend some more time at the end of the video showing you what they look like on the bike so they can help you decide. It took me a while to decide on what mirrors I wanted to go with, and I picked these ones. Hopefully at the end of this video you will understand why I went with these mirrors. So let's get started. Okay, let's unbox these mirrors and see what we got. I ended up buying these from Amazon, and again I'll show you the link in the description. I bought them from Amazon because they were a little bit cheaper than most places, and they come with this adapter all in one package. In most places the mirrors were a little bit more expensive and you had to buy the adapter separate. I did see a video where you didn't actually need the adapter, but I was told that the bar end holders are not near as nice as these adapters, so I opted to go with the adapters. So let's unbox these and make sure that they're in good shape. So far they look great. Rizoma adapters and Rizoma bar end mirrors. See if you can see that. I hope the lighting's good. So let's take it out of the box and see what it looks like. This, I have to tell you, is really pretty. Really nice. That's going to look good on the end. These are called Rizoma Spire 60s. Okay, it looks like, I'm not quite sure, it looks like it comes with some sort of fuzzy rivet. Not positive what it's for. It might be to put in where the holes where your other mirrors, your stock mirrors, come out, but I'm not sure. I'll have to read the instructions. But I did buy some bolts, and your mirrors are left-handed and right-handed threads, so I will put these in the description too, but these bolts will go in where the factory mirrors come off. Alright, let's get started pulling the bar ends. Okay, we're going to start with pulling the right bar end off, and it is a 5mm Allen bolt. And it all comes out in one piece with the adapter on it. And I will tell you that this is a weighted bar end. I didn't realize that, but that's pretty cool from the factory. Okay, so off camera I kind of put this together to try and figure it out because there's a lot of spacers and variables in this, and I wanted to figure out what worked. So I'm going to show you that in just a second, but I just wanted to point this out right here. The end of the throttle is white, which is unfortunate, and I don't have any black touch-up paint, so I'm going to hit it with a Sharpie, I think, and try and get that black, because this mirror is going to slide right in there, and you're going to want 1 millimeter of space between the mirror and the throttle, because of course you don't want your throttle to catch or stick. That'd be fun, right? So I'm gonna try and get this black, and I'm just gonna do that really quick off camera. I'm just gonna hit it with a Sharpie and see how it looks, or I might have to run to the store and get some touch-up paint, but that's where I'm at. Okay, we got this Sharpied, so you can see now that it's black. I actually think that the Sharpie's gonna work. Hopefully I don't really ride this in the rain, and if I get stuck in the rain or anything, we'll see, but I think the Sharpie's good. As you can see, it's not obnoxiously white, and when the mirror's on there, you're not gonna even see that gap, I think. So that's what it's gonna look like. Let's get this thing installed. Okay, I have the new mirror assembled with the adapter. I have the throttle Sharpied up, and we're gonna install this. I'm not exactly sure where the final position's gonna be, because you can actually set this up anywhere. Oops. But I think I'm gonna point it to the mirror for now as a reference point so that I can line up the other side, and then you just tighten it up with a 5.5 Allen. So there is some sort of adjustment already on it, so I kind of adjusted it in the middle. So that the middle points to the other mirror, so I have this much adjustment either way. And really it's just choice. There's no right or wrong way, and you know what, I think that's going to take a 6. Yep, I was wrong, it's not a 5.5, it's a 6. So we're just going to tighten that up with a 6. And there is a torque spec, and I will come back and torque it, but I just wanted to see how that looks right there. So we have a little adjustment this way, and then of course the mirror adjusts too. So we can adjust this, and then the mirror. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they fold in, but they sure look good. So I think that is on there pretty good. Your mirror actually comes with 2 adapters to fit 2 different size handlebars. Mine took the small one. It also comes with spacers, so you can space the mirror out so it doesn't interfere with your throttle. I didn't have to use any of the spacers. It worked, so the adapter worked with no spacers, and then your mirror actually comes with 2 spacers, so you can actually space it out a little bit further. But this is already going to extend the width of my handlebars, so I took one of the spacers off. So I'm just using one spacer that came with the mirror, no spacers that came with the adapter, the small adapter. I will show you what that looks like when I do the other side. But that's installed. It took me a while because the instructions for the adapter are in Italian, and the instructions for the mirror are in like 3 different languages. I had to find the English, and even so, the instructions aren't great, but it's all, if you're mechanical at all, it's pretty straightforward. Just lay it out on a table. Yeah, that's it. It looks like it's on there. I do got to come back and torque it down so this doesn't happen. And I'm kind of fidgety, so it's not perfectly where I want it. So I may readjust this before I finally torque it down, but we're gonna leave it like that so we don't mess with it. I do really like that I turned the throttle black, and let's get to the other side. Thanks for hanging with me. Okay, so just so you don't freak out when you do this, these mirrors fit a lot of different bikes, and the adapters fit a lot of different bikes. And so here we have a lot of extra parts. It's kind of windy today, so I just want you to know that when you do this, you're going to end up with a lot of extra parts and not to be worried about it. So I'm going to show you exactly what I used and how I put together for my 1200R. This is a 2016 1200R Ducati Monster, and I'm going to show you exactly the parts that I used to put my mirror on. Alright, ready? Here we go. Okay, so there's, oops, can't see. Okay, so there's a big adapter, that's extra. For mine, we're going to use the small adapter. And the mirror comes with a short bolt, we're not going to use that. Also comes with a, well, this one didn't, weird. Oh, maybe, is it in there? Nope. So, the other one actually, oh no, it's on the bolt. It came with a collar, we're not going to use that. Okay, so we're going to use the bolt that came with the adapter, and we're going to slide that in the mirror. We took off, there's 2 washers that came with the mirror. We're not going to use the second one. There's a little adapter that held them both on for shipping, I think. We're not going to use that. Here's all these adapters, washers, whatever. We're not going to use any of those. We do have a O-ring we are going to use, and if you can see, there's, I hope you can see, but you'll be able to see if you decide to use these mirrors, that inside this washer is kind of 2 half moons. That's going to face out. The round side is going to face in. That's how this is. And then we're going to take this adapter and we're going to put the O-ring on the adapter. Okay, and that's going to seal your handlebar when you put them on. And I'm just putting a little tiny bit of waterproof grease on it, just so it doesn't harden and stick to the handlebar. So if I ever need to remove these, it'll come off. If I ever do need to remove it, then I will also put some new grease on it. Okay, that's it. We just put the O-ring on there, greased it up with just a little bit of grease, just so it's not dry. That's all. Okay, then wipe our hands off because on our greasy job. And we take the mirror and then we put the adapter on the mirror and then turn it till it slides in those 2 half moons and then push the O-ring all the way up. Okay, then we take this little doohickey with the 2 edges on it, and the edges are going to go up into the adapter, and you're going to screw that onto the end of the screw until it picks 2 slots in the adapter, and then that's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. Then we're just going to slip it into the handlebar and tighten it up to the torque spec in the instructions. Okay, but that's all the parts that we needed. All right, I'm going to take the bar end off that side and install it on the other side. Be right back. Okay, we got the mirrors installed. I think I have them adjusted where I want them. They look pretty cool. I still have the factory mirrors, as you can see. So let's pull those off. They are, let's see what size they are. They're an Allen. And it looks like they are bigger than a 6. Okay, so they are a 6. So I just grabbed my 6. The one on the left side is a regular threaded bolt. And we're just going to pull it out with this Allen. And it comes right out. The one on the other side, on the right side, is backwards thread. So So remember that when you pull these out. We're just going to yank that out. And now we're going to grab the bolts to replace, to go in those holes. So here's the screw. It's aluminum, it's really lightweight. I think it's a different composition from the handlebar. So I'm just going to put a touch of anti-seize on it, because if I just ever need to take it back out, I really don't want it to corrode in there, especially if it gets wet. So we're just going to put a little touch of anti-seize on there. I know some people would probably want Loctite, but I'll see if it loosens up. I really don't want to get it stuck in there. It's kind of a cheaper bolt, and I'm pretty nervous about it if I ever have to remove it, wrecking the bolt. So this side is regular thread, so it is going to tighten the regular way, but you have to line up all these brackets, and your hands are all full of anti-seize. Okay, we'll just get it started, and then we'll lightly get in here with a screwdriver. Try not to scratch this up real bad. And we're just going to put it on there. I'm not even going to crank it down. I'm just going to go tight. And we'll see if I have to come back and retighten it. But I don't want to knurl it up at all, and I really don't want it to get stuck in there. So let's just get one little more nudge, and I think that's good. So see, everything's all tight now. Mirrors on, and I'm going to do the other side and be right back. Alright, so I'm going to end the video now, but I'm going to take some time and walk around so you can really get a feel of how these mirrors look. There's a couple unfortunate things, like the grip. The handlebar is really long and the grip kind of hugs the controls right there, so you kind of have a gap between the grip and the mirror. I don't really mind it. I think it looks okay, but if you're OCD, that might bug you. The other bummer is that the ends that hold the mirror aren't weighted, although there is some weight to it because there's a mirror on it, and the ones you take off are weighted. But I really didn't like the chrome ends on the black bike anyway, so I'm pretty happy with these. It's pretty expensive, but I think it gives it a way better look. And I can't tell you how many times I hit my hands on the mirror when I took my hands off, because the factory mirrors are right over the grips. So go to the other side. This is the side where I had to Sharpie the throttle to make it black, which I think made a world of difference. So I'll just keep walking around. This is what I wish other people did in their install videos, because really the install is super easy. Even if I left some questions about it, you'll be able to figure it out if you're mechanically inclined at all. And you can also ask questions in the comments. I will help you out the best I can. Let me get the front. Again, this is a 2016 Ducati Monster 1200R, and I am already digging not having those big giant mirrors. I will put all of the parts I used in the description, as I said before. And I am already loving this. Let's get a little bit lower shot, see if that helps at all. I hope this helps you decide if you do or don't want these mirrors. Because trust me, they're expensive. You're gonna want to love these if you're gonna put them on. I do have on order some new turn signals, and I'm still contemplating changing the headlight, but I'm getting rid of these big honkin' turn signals, and I will also make another video of that. I'm getting rid of the ones in the rear and adding some LED ones. Those things are mammoth. The ones that I'm adding are also Rizoma, and they're supposed to be brighter than these, and they're quite a bit smaller, so I'm hoping it'll be a little more stealthy. But I will also do a walk around with all the mods when I get done with those. So I hope you got everything that you needed from this video, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.